Welcome to Westlake International School, where we experience the best in educational excellence, boarding, education, sports, and talents.
The boarding program at Westlake International School provides students a safe and nurturing environment and community within our beautiful campus.
Our full-time boarding parents serve as a mentor, providing the care, support and supervision that we need to help build good habits. We learn to make wise choices and forge lifelong friendships.
We also receive academic coaching from our teachers. Life as a boarding student truly transforms us to be independent and disciplined.
We experience a holistic education at Westlake through active learning. We enjoy learning about the world around us and how to be a better person.
Westlake International School helps us plan for our future through its career and character education program. At Year 10, we embark on the Duke of Edinburgh program that equips us for university life and beyond.
With a strong emphasis on STEM, Westlake International School gives us the platform to compete at the global level through the Cambridge Science Competition.
We also enjoy learning coding, 3D animation and robotics.
We aspire to excel at IGCSE and A-level in the footsteps of those who graduated before us, winning the IGCSE Top in the World Awards and studying at the prestigious universities in the UK, Singapore and Australia.
Nothing beats doing sports under the blue sky with majestic mountains as a backdrop. Starting the week with sports really makes school exciting for us. Not only is this fun, but it also helps build our confidence, perseverance, and teamwork skills.
We have amazing sports facilities where friends of different age groups participate in a variety of sports and engage in over 20 different activities.
Besides sports, we are also encouraged to discover our hidden talents through a variety of co-curriculum activities and competitions.
From performing in the WOW, Wind Orchestra, Westlake, presenting at the Gavel Club and participating in different camps, we are really fortunate to have so many opportunities to showcase our talents.
Boarding, education, sports and talents make up the best experience. We are thankful to Westlake, where we are transformed to be the best version of ourselves.
So, come and sign up for our best trials to experience the best at Westlake International School.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for taking time to join Westlake International School webinar series. Today, I am honored to be able to interview the founders of Westlake International School, Mr. Hugh Fen Yi, our Executive Director, and Ms. Hugh Fee Woon, our CEO and Finance Director. They are here today to share with us their heart, their vision and motivation behind the founding of Westlake International School.
Let me give you a brief account of Kampar history. It was a thriving tin mining town. It is a town where the main trunk road passes through, and if travelers were to travel from north to south or vice versa, they must pass through Kampar. And it makes Kampar be a center of activities, especially with travelers coming through. They will drop by to have a meal or to buy something or to buy chicken biscuits. But also it's also a town where there is plenty of job opportunities because provided by the tin mining industry. I grew up in such an era, and I really had the joy and the opportunity to enjoy the streets festival. Every evening, people will come out after work or after dinner. They will just go onto the streets, flood the streets, and people will just enjoy the street atmosphere, or they will have supper, or they have nice Kampar fishball noodles and claypot chicken rice. And these are the time that it was a great joy to grow up in such a thriving town. However, in the 80s, when the teen price collapsed, all this came to an abrupt end. I remember that many of my friends have left town and they have gone outstation to study, and after that never returning. Not only that, because of there's no job opportunities here in Kampar, people, the working community, people of their age, will have to leave the town to go out to other places, some of them to overseas, like Taiwan, Japan, or even US, to start working. And because of that, families are affected. So with the tin mining industry collapse, it caused a lot of economical as well as social cost. It's painful to see Kampar becoming old folks' home. From a vibrant tin mining town, it became an isolated and a jobless town. But since then, Kampar enjoyed a turnaround. With the Utah and Tar College to be set up in Kampar, it has turned Kampar around economically. It has brought in many students, and through these students, it has brought in many business opportunities for the community of Kampar. And with that, it's also turning Kampar to become an education hub. In order to complement the growth of Kampar economically and further enhancing Kampar as an educational hub, we intended to start the international school.
Okay, given Kampar's economic landscape then, I felt an international school here would not be financially viable. Although the idea was planted, I was not motivated. A few months later, I watched a movie that was centered on how a foster family made a difference in the life of a marginalized kid by not only sending him to a good school, but play an active role in the child's education. Eventually, he went to a renowned university and had a successful career. At that very moment, I felt called to start the school, to offer students an alternative schooling, especially to those who yearn to excel but unable to do so under the current system. This school would give both families in and around Kampar a choice and a convenient access to international education. Yes, it wasn't profit that drove us to lay the first brick for the school. Rather, it was our desire to make a difference, providing an alternative platform for students to shine.
Teachers and students were always our concern. An international school in Kampar is a completely new concept, and we were concerned how many Kampar students will actually enroll with us. And when we had got students, how are we going to get teachers in Kampar? Especially most of the teachers are from the cities. We knew that the students coming from Kampar would be limited. We have to look elsewhere. So we went to Camerons, we went to Ipoh, we went to Teluk Intan, and even KL. So in order for us to attract outstation students who come to us, we will need boarding facilities. Also, at the same time, we also found that there are parents who would like to move with their children to study in Kampar. So we had to set up family boarding as well. So to set up the school is not just a school alone, but we have to provide facilities, boarding facilities for the students as well as for the families. Somehow Kampar was able to attract teachers with young families who would wish to bring up their children in a smaller town rather than the distractions from the hustle and bustle of a city life.
So unlike KL, where it was easier to find teachers and professionals, Kampar was labelled as a retiree town. Most young professionals from Kampar were moved to KL and other major cities. Therefore, we had to use our social network to reach out to friends. Well, I'm not sure if you call this a divine appointment, but it happened that the church I was attending in KL had a number of educators. That was how our pioneer team came about, comprising of Miss Joyce Yuan, our first principal, Miss Sherry, our academic director, and Miss Sarah, our student services and marketing director. We were blessed to have a team who shared the same value as us. After nearly 2 years of hard work and preparations, we were ready to start school in January 2013 with an enrollment of 123 students spanning from year 2 to year 10.
Seeing how the school has grown from 123 students in our first year to more than 550 now, is indeed a worthwhile and meaningful journey for us. It is heartening to see our students doing well in both academic performance and character building. Last year, our students managed to attain 66% A star for our IGCSE O level. With such excellent results, many of our graduates were able to go on to the top universities of the world, like Manchester, Melbourne, Yale and NTU in Singapore. In terms of character building, our students are given many opportunities to engage and help the less fortunate in our community. For instance, our wind orchestra had performed at an old folks home. Also, during the charity carnivals that we held once every 2 years, our students have also worked tirelessly to raise funds for the poor, the orphanage, and the handicap centers within the vicinity of Kampar. Through all these activities, they will learn to display kindness, empathy, teamwork, respect, and resourcefulness. Our school had also managed to attract many international students from Korea, China, Japan, and as far as UK, just to name a few. In fact, more than 20 countries are represented in this school. For instance, in my son's class, his classmates came from Korea, Sudan, Japan, and Pakistan. It was such a joy to see all of them studying and playing together. Many of the students came with their families too. So not only has the school become truly international, the whole town of Kampar has also become international. I'm always excited and proud to see foreigners mingle with our locals in shopping places and eateries. This is a great milestone for Kampar, especially when I remember those years when Kampar was isolated and abandoned. The international flavor has indeed brought much joy and cheers to the communities, especially during our school carnivals where there is food exchange, cultural exchange, as well as language exchange. One of the key highlights over the 7 years was the performance of Harvestback Wind Orchestra from Germany. The youth orchestra has won many competitions in Germany. Our school had the privilege of inviting them to come and perform at the Utah Grand Hall. And on that night, 2,000 people from Kampar as well as Utah students came and attended the concert. And that was the first concert performed by an European orchestra in the whole history of Kampar, bringing about musical and cultural flavor to Kampar.
Listening to what you have said, I can't help think about that we have stayed true to our school's 3 pillars of excellence, comprising of our academic approach, character building, and our community partnership. Well, on a more micro scale, I know of a student in that 2019 IGCSE cohort. She was struggling at the Chinese government school when she was in primary 4. She enjoyed writing and used her imagination to write a Chinese essay. However, her teacher told her that she should memorize the model answers in order to secure high marks. She felt disappointed and deflated as her creativity wasn't appreciated. When she came to our school, she was given the freedom and guidance to hone her writing skills. Eventually, she became the top student of that cohort, scoring an impressive 9A star. And not only that, she has been authoring a book online for a couple of years now, and this is just one of the many successful stories for that cohort. When I look at how much our students have progressed both academically and in personal growth, I know that we have impacted lives and have stayed on course to our vision, which is to transform minds and change lives in the pursuit of excellence as a responsive, relational, and reflective school. Okay, let me start by saying that we will continue to invest in our students through our teaching and learning platform and environment. Despite our affordable fees point, we are still delivering the results. As mentioned before, profit wasn't the primary driver in our school. We are here to impact the lives of our students and support the community. We aim to make ourselves the best boarding school in Malaysia, whereby boarders get to join our academic coaching program and embark on a range of extracurricular activities that are relevant to their application to top universities, whether in UK, Australia, US, or elsewhere. If we are to look at the top boarding schools in UK, majority is located in small towns, far from major cities and their distractions. Kampar is the same. We have the perfect environment and formula for your child's education.
To add on to what we have shared, our school motto, the pursuit of excellence, is what we will continue to embrace and work hard on. We hope to continue to give our students the best values in terms of academic learning, career coaching, and character building. We hope to make the school known for its excellence in holistic and wholesome education. The school will continue to play its role in engaging and enriching the Kampar community with our positive values and impact. With Utah Hospital being ready in 2 years' time, there will be an influx of medical professionals and their families to the town, and the school will help by giving these families a choice for their children's education. With the strong foundation that we have built over the years, and with a strong team of teachers and management, I'm confident that we will grow from strength to strength, and that our students will become confident, competent, compassionate, and responsible global citizens here at Westlake International School.